to our third episode of Planning Your Wedding Sangeet. I'm your host Rohit, and with me we have, as usual, our super talented Gauri.
Yes, so if you all have been following us over the last 2 weeks, you all know that we've covered two important aspects of planning your wedding Sangeet. So the first episode that we spoke about is planning your Sangeet night, and the second one was conceptualizing your wedding Sangeet. Now, the third one, being equally important and also a fun one, right, is song selection.
Song selection, super important. I think song selection actually sets the mood and tone of the entire evening. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. So when you hear a particular song and it clicks, that's where the fun begins, right? That's where you're going to be tuned to the audience. You're going to want to look at what's going on, and I think that is something that determines the success of a Sangeet.
I absolutely agree. I think we should give the audience a case study. So I'm going to give you a case study of an actual Sangeet that we did. So this family has different. So there is mom and daughter. There is one act. There's an act where mom and her friends are supposed to dance. There are maushis. So mom's sisters, the entire group, they want to dance. There is friends act. There is bride and groom. There is cousins who are young but want to dedicate a song to the bride. Okay, so I'm giving you different acts. Now I'll tell you the story behind them. So the friends want to do tapori or what do you call it? Fun and item number songs, very specifically. The young cousins want to dedicate a song to the bride, sister. Mom and her friends don't want to do the typical songs. They want to do something which is fun. It is a cocktail night, so they want to make sure that the songs are fun and high and happy. Who are we missing? Mom and daughter. Mom is saying she doesn't want to do typical songs, but yes, she wants to do at least one dedication song, kind of a song with the bride. Who else are we missing out on? Or this should be fine.
Yeah, I think this does. And we had a couple acts.
Couple of acts.
But yeah, we can cover those.
Okay. So this is what the premise is. Now song selection. Okay. So what did we do? We were sitting with the family. We tried interacting with them and getting what do they like. Okay. Now let's take the friends for instance. For the friends act, friends said you want to do tapori song. Okay. Now wedding Sangeet, some weddings are super fun. People take whatever song they like, and some weddings the parents do tell us, okay, the song should not have a certain kind of lyrics, or it should not be disrespectful for people, this, that. So you have to actually gauge the family. Here we came up with the song Billo Rani, right? The friends insisted we do Billo Rani as a song, so we did Billo Rani. We also did that DJ wala, what was that song? It's from the movie Animal. When Kapoor puts the headphones, and that song, that is another song, Marathi song. DJ wala, Dolby wala bolo maja DJ la. That's that song. So that's a song that we decided to do with them. I think another song that they did they do Kajare kind of a thing also?
No, Billo Rani was more
Billo
like
Rani was that finale song. So cousins here, they were thinking if you want to do a dedication, also you want to dance in general also.
But they didn't want those typical kind of songs, where sister and showing a sister wala song or something. It was more like we did Koi Kahe with them. So it was a trio, if you remember. It was a trio, and we did Koi Kahe with them. So that is something that not only relates them by relation, but also shows across their friendship.
Friendship and bond, right? And on that same aspect, the younger cousins did this song called as Behna. Behna tu meri kalai ki tu shana. Something like that, yeah. So they did that song. So this song has an emotional quotient to it. Koi Kahe has an energy quotient to it. So you balance out when you do the song selection, okay? Then comes the other group, which is mom and her friends, okay? It has become a trend now that people watch things on Instagram and they save it so that they can show their choreographers, okay, this is something that we would want to do. Here, she had saved a lot of reels, and one of them was this song from Dunyadari. It's a Marathi movie, Zindagi, right? They were friends, I think 10, 12 of them. So we had to choose songs which goes with all girls also and girls and boys mix also. Zindagi was girls and boys mix. So let's go to another group. So you tell me what do you think about this group of mom and her friends? What was the analysis there?
So I think with the mom and the friends, right, it was a mixed group. It was about 10, 12, 14 of them, and it was boys, girls, both. And this is a group that the mom has had over the last few years, but she again did not want to do something very typical and which shows friendship and everything. So we went for something more offbeat with them. They are Maharashtrians, so they definitely wanted some element of Marathi songs in their not all performances, but with a lot of performances. So one song that we did with them was Zindagi, right? From the movie, yes, Dunyadari Zindagi. So that was one song that we did.
Fun song, I think people enjoyed. We also did the Jamal Kodo song with them. Because everyone was like, we want to do that song with the class. That was trending at that point of time.
And if you listen to that Dunyadari song or the Zindagi song, you will listen to the lyrics and you'll be like, you can't dance on this song, that's the kind of lyrics it had. But like Mohan mentioned some time back, right, some families are extremely comfortable having fun and songs where you're pulling each other's leg or something else, but some wanted more to be in a structured way. So this was a group which was okay and they were comfortable having something so fun. And the other song we did with them was all girls, right?
All
because I think girls like to swing. So I think we opened with that song. So the girls entered, danced, and then the boys entered. And then at the end we closed it with Jamal Kudu, which was we handed them a glass, and then they enjoyed that part as well.
So if you look at this case study that we were talking to you about, different groups had their own requirement. We didn't have an overall theme of Bollywood, fun night. So they wanted to do something which is energetic, yet not very typical. So that was the brief that we got, and that was also kind of the theme that we were setting this entire thing upon. And with the groups and their requirements, because I told you different requirements, these were the songs we came up with. Some of them were recommended by them, some of them we suggested, and we kind of mixed them out. And now if you think about it when we are saying this, you will find the entire show, you will have some emotional elements, you will have some fun elements, you will have the friendship bond also, you will have like a finale song also. So everything looks and sounds fun right now because we're telling you the songs that we selected, which connected to everyone. That's how important song selection becomes. I think this small case study will be of really help.
Absolutely. I think song selection is not only about what you personally like, but how it is possible to blend it completely from your likes to what the theme is to what the audience likes. So we have to really focus on that through and through.
I agree. I think let's give some actionable steps to everyone so that when you do your song selections, these can be your key points. If you take this, I think you should be good, right? So the first one I feel is select song according to the theme. Here the example that we gave you, the theme was Bollywood, keeping it high energetic and entertaining, right? And songs that we selected were Billo Rani or Zindagi Zindagi or the Jamal Kudu song. So selecting songs which are also going with the theme that we have selected. I think that would be your first major key point. What would be the second according to you?
The second one would be keep your performers in mind. Okay, so when you're selecting a song, don't just say that a high, full, energetic beats kind of a song is used for an elder group of the audience. So we need to try to balance that out. So let's say kids might like more of fun songs like Shanivar Ratri or Saturday, Abhi to party shuru hui hai. While youngsters would prefer more of the trending songs, Instagrammable songs which they can take a video and quickly upload it on Instagram. Whereas
trending reel songs also nowadays.
Exactly, yeah. So you combine two songs and that becomes their performance, like Bijli. I remember that was trending so much.
Chaleya dance ka bhoot chaleya. Simba when it had just come that time. Chaleya was so much famous.
Yes, so
people take Chaya for that matter because it's trending all time trending kind of a thing. So yeah.
Then elders, yes, elders. Listen to them. That really helps because sometimes they're very shy. They tell us that no, you all only decide. But when we decide, the moment you play a song, look at them. If you feel that they are enjoying that song, then they are comfortable. If not, keep playing more and more songs until they feel. Or even better, ask them who their favorite actor or actress is.
So I was just going to ask you, if this is a family who is selecting songs for their family members, now what do you recommend? Because now you thought in terms of a choreographer listening to it and then you said, right? But what if this is a family sitting who is watching this and they want to select it for their family members? Now what you want to do for adults?
So with adults, I think families know each other much better, and they will be able to know. Okay, Mama Ji, for example, likes Shabi Kapoor, so let's give those kind of songs.
Easy,
Or
yeah.
Dadi wants to dance, but Dadi is all Nutan ke zamane ke songs, so give those kind of songs, you know. So
Yeah.
families can also contribute. Don't try to make them do more of the trending or the new age songs. They might
Unless
not
they
like
want
to.
to.
Unless they want to,
Unless
of
they
course.
want to.
Absolutely.
Because I had one Dadi from Mumbai who wanted to do her latest songs because she would come in sneakers in the Sangeet, I remember that. So,
And the other one, you remember, she wanted to do Dawn.
Yeah.
She wanted to enter with those black goggles and say Mehu Dawn, and then all her grandchildren come and stand saying Dawn, 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 Dawn.
You've already got one Sangeet idea. So yeah, so I think the third key takeaway I would say is balancing emotions and energy. Every Sangeet, if you do only fun songs, people still get bored. If you do a lot of emotional songs or a lot of dedication songs, people still get bored. So you should have a balance between the two. Like if you are doing something energetic, there can be a place where you can have an emotional song happening, which is a dedication, which can be a mom and daughter for that matter, or it can be cousins doing a song for the bride or for the groom also for that matter. And you can also have a fun song just after it. So the mood is settled and mood is balanced out. Sometimes when we feel that a daughter and dad and daughter song is going to happen and it is going to be a lot more emotional than expected, the next song that we choose generally is a fun song, so that the mahal is settled. It is not too people don't become sad all of a sudden, though they have waterproof makeups. But yeah, I feel that's very important. What would be, so we discussed three. Fourth one. What is the fourth one?
The fourth one would be, and which I feel a lot of people have now started following, is not sticking to one song for one performance. So make it a mix of songs, add variety. We are here to entertain and we want to be entertained. While think about it, while you're in the audience and you're looking on stage, do you want a person to do the same songs 3 minutes, 4 minutes? It's no fun, and I think they will also not enjoy. And vice versa, when you're on stage, you always want to do a different song, and we are in such a fast-paced world right now that we don't want to stick to only one thing, right? So have a mashup. Always have a mashup.
People love mashups. I feel even what happens is they have something to say, okay, I did 3 songs because it's a mashup of 3 different songs, 1 minute each song. It gives a nice vibe also to the entire thing. Now we're on the 5th point.
Yes.
I think the 5th point would be have a very nice entry song and a very nice finale. Generally, what happens is when you start a Sangeet, the anchor talks and welcomes everyone, but the crowd is not settled down that much, right? So when you do an entry song, give me an example for the entry song. What is general recommendation? Like an entry song would be what, the bridegroom entering, or
So it could be the family.
Family entering or the
So
bridegroom
family entering. So when we do a Sangeet, we always have the family enter first. So there is a little bit of audience settling down. So by the time the bride and groom are entering, everyone is well settled.
Everyone is settled, and I think what it also does is it gives them a little bit of more confidence because their entry is first. Once they've already experienced audience watching them and they walking to the stage, half of the work is done. Or even if they're directly going on the stage, half of the work is done.
So to answer your question, the songs that we should select, let's say from a family, I mean these are the same songs that could be used for couples as well. So it could be Let's Nacho, Sham
Shanda, very good song.
Om Shanti of the title track.
Om Shanti can go as a finale, can go as an entry.
Even Suraj Ki Baho Mein, they don't
Suraj
want
Ki
too
Baho
much
Mein,
of pep, but you know, just walk, say hi, hello to everyone. And
Suraj
move
Ki
around.
Baho Mein, yeah.
Yes.
And finales, I feel generally take a very blockbuster song, which everyone knows, something like a Kajurare. Everyone knows the song. So even if they are sitting and watching it, they are still entertained and they want to sing it at least with you. Galla Gudiya is very famous. It's been, I think, 10 years now that song is out, but people still love it. Okay. Chaya Chaya, if people love Shah Rukh Khan, you can do a Shah Rukh Khan mashup and end it on a Shah Rukh Khan song. I think Jhoom Barabar is another song, a peppy song which people like and people can dance on. So I think these were the 5 tips or I think tick mark points that you can think of while you do song selection.
Okay, what we discussed right now were the key aspects that you should keep in mind for song selection. We should also now look at a few tips that you can keep in mind while you're selecting your songs. The first one being, you should always remember to somehow try to bring a blend of culture in your Sangeet. So for example, if it's a Punjabi family, add one or two Punjabi songs. That completely sets the mood for the audience. Maybe not as much for the performance, but the audience really enjoy that. If it's a Maharashtrian family, add something Maharashtrian, add a Maharashtrian song to it. If it's a South Indian one, you want a classical dance, do that. So try to gauge and make it as culturally inclusive as possible so that even the elders in the family enjoy it as much as you all do.
I think what Gauri is trying to say here is who you are as a culture, incorporate that in your Sangeet. So if you are a Maharashtrian family, use at least 1-2 Marathi songs, everyone will enjoy it. Who are not a part of that show, they also want to now see it because a song which is relevant to them is played. I think the second tip that I would say is don't start dancing as soon as the music starts. Sometimes it is generally people are on stage, the music starts and your steps are going to start, so don't do that. We generally prefer giving 8 counts of buffer before the actual song starts. So the starting music can be a thing, or you can have the beat playing before the song starts so that people know that the song is going to start. It generally helps keep the people on stage look good, because if you miss out on the first step, your face is already nervous because now you have to catch up with the next step, right? So prefer giving like an entry to people if you are setting it up for your family, or if you yourself are going to dance. Don't set your song from the first count of the song itself. Like use the first 8 counts can just be you walking on the stage and then your dance starts. So that you are prepared, you have reached the center of the stage, you look good on the stage, you are confident already because you're there spending 8 counts already and you're starting to dance. I think that will be my second tip. Third?
The third one would be what we've already discussed, know your audience, know your performers, especially your performers, because when they go on stage, they should enjoy dancing. It should be a song of their preference rather than maybe what the family wants or what the bride and groom want. So ensure that you're making your entire family included in the Sangeet. Fourth one could be core memories.
Core memories. Okay, this is a very interesting tip. Core memories are something which you put in the Sangeet. Like if you're setting up your own Sangeet, think of what is that one memory you want to take back. It can be your dedication to the family. It can be the bride and groom act, which is your special song of that evening. It can be parents doing something sweet for their daughter.
Or son.
Or son. So a core memory, generally I relate to it with the emotion. It is not necessary that it can be that. It can be your college friends or your school friends dancing crazy on stage, doing all nonsense, all naughty, and everyone is enjoying around you, looking at their dance can also become a very strong core memory. So make sure that your entire Sangeet has that 1 or 2 odd moments at least, which are special, which are cherished. It can be using the LED where you're showing some visuals while the song is on. It can be a dialogue that is your favorite dialogue, your friends are saying that and entering on stage. It can be they enacting something on stage which is funny and something that relates to you as a bride or a groom. So
a surprise performance.
A surprise performance. Your friend who is not supposed to be there and is there on stage directly dancing for you. So these are all core memories. I think if you are setting it up, this is important.
It's not only about the core memory being on the day of the Sangeet, right? Like we've spoken in our first episode, Sangeet is a complete memory that you take over a month prior to the wedding start.
The entire journey.
Yes, so the entire journey that you have so many different memories that you've created. कि कोई dance करते करते गिर गया, or something happens where everyone bursts out laughing, or once while the first performance you did with your mom dad in your rehearsals, your mom dad started crying. So it not necessarily has to be on the day of the event. It can be that entire journey of the Sangeet prep that you're doing, and that's why it is so. Sangeet as a whole is such an emotional roller coaster, but at the same time you enjoy a lot.
I agree. I absolutely agree to that point. I think these are a lot of things that we've already given them to work on while you do song selection. We can talk on this for an entire day again. But I think that's a wrap for today's episode. We have given you key points, we have given you points that we need to tick mark when we are selecting a song. The next episode that we're going to talk on, I think let's talk about, now that we've done song selection, let's talk about setting up your rehearsal schedule. I think that sets the tone, that sets the energy levels for everyone when they're going to enjoy the Sangeet. Sangeet is going to happen after a month for that matter, or if they're starting too early, then 2 months down the line. But how do you do this entire process? We're going to cover that in the next episode.
So, see you guys next week. Bye.